Today we are going to draw this cute summer ice cream, but we're going to use rainbow order. So we're actually going to draw a ice cream cone, which we don't get to see all of it, but that has 6 different layers of ice cream. If you do a really good job today, then next week you get to paint this. So we're going to start off on our blank piece of paper here, and we're going to use our oil pastel. And the very first thing that we're going to draw, we're going to go to the very top, and we're going to draw our cherry first. And it's going to be kind of small. What shape is our cherry? Well, it's a circle. So take your oil pastel, just make a nice, neat little circle. And then inside that circle, you're going to draw a little tiny U shape with a rainbow coming out of it. That's going to be the stem. So a U and then a stem. Awesome, good job. All right, we're going to start drawing our layers of our ice cream. I know it looks hard, but it's actually pretty easy. Each shape, all it is kind of a rainbow shape with that scallop or M line under it. So right under our cherry, we're going to draw our first scoop of ice cream, and we want it to touch our cherry. We want to make sure our cherry is sitting on top of our ice cream. So we're going to come about right here, and we're going to draw a big rainbow shape until it touches our cherry, and then go back to the other side. Just a rainbow shape. Now, to make the bottom of our ice cream, you can do either a wavy line or you can do a scalloped line. And the scallop line here, it looks like a U. Okay, we're doing lots of U's. So make a little U, a little U, a little U, a little U, 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 until it touches the other side. And that's our first ice cream scoop. Now we want our ice cream scoops to be touching. So the next one is going to be touching the one that we just drew. So go all the way to the edge of your ice cream scoop. And we're going to draw a rainbow shape going down, kind of like a C shape. Just like that. See how it's a rainbow? Go to the other side and draw another rainbow. And then we're going to do that U line across from one side to the other. Good, that's our second layer. We've got to make 4 more, so we have to make sure we make room. So let's do that again. Let's go to this side and make a little one this time, a little one, and then U, 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 U. All right, let's do our fourth one. Come to this side, make a rainbow shape, go to the other side, rainbow shape, then U, 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 U. All right, how many is that? 4. How many more do we need? 2 more. So let's make a rainbow shape, U, 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 U. 1 more. Now don't make it too big, so we want to leave some room for our cone down there. So rainbow shape, U, 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 U. All right, everybody catch up. Get your rainbows and U's on there. All right, so we don't have very much paper left, so our cone, we only get to see a little bit of our ice cream cone, and that's okay. So when we draw our ice cream cone, we are going to just draw it where we only see a little bit of it. Now, what shape is an ice cream cone? Well, it's kind of an upside down triangle, right? So it's going to look like this, but we don't see it all. So when we draw our line down here, we're going to start at our ice cream scoop, and we're going to draw down into the side. Okay, so here, watch me first. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to draw down like I'm drawing a triangle. But when I get to the edge of the paper, I stop. Okay, I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to draw down, 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 and in, but then stop. Good job. Now, we want it to look like an ice cream cone. So we're going to put some stripes on here. Okay, and this looks like it's hard, but it's really not. So we're going to start on this side, and we're going to draw the same line that we just drew. Okay, we're going to draw this one, but we're going to draw it over and over again. So this one down and to the right, down and to the right, down and to the right. Okay, now we're going to go to this side, and we're going to do down and to the left, down and to the left, down and to the left, where it makes a crisscross. See how it's crisscrossing? Okay, just do the best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can put your black oil pastel away because we're finished with that. And we're going to use some of these colored ones just to put some fun sprinkles on the top and to add some lines on there that we learned this year. So go ahead and take any color you want. And let's put on our top of our ice cream, let's put some teeny tiny little dots or little tiny lines on there to be sprinkles. Now we're only putting it on our top one. So just kind of going all over, little sprinkles, little dots. Okay. And then we're going to use that same color to add a line on here. We're going to add a wavy line. So see right here I have a wavy line. Remember that's the one that's up smooth, down smooth. So I'm going to come over here and add a little teeny tiny wavy line, just like that. Okay, put that color away. Get out a new one. Let's put some sprinkles of this color on there. Some little dots or little teeny tiny lines. Now we're going to add come down here and add a zigzag line. Remember, that's the one that looks like a mountain. It's going to go up pointy, down pointy, up pointy, down pointy. We just want to add a little one. Don't add a big one, just a little one. Put that crayon or that oil pastel away. Get out another one. We're going to add some more sprinkles with that color. And then let's add a spiral. Y'all know Miss Honey loves the spiral. So remember, that's a circle that gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay, put that one away. Get out another one. Add your sprinkles. And then let's go over here and make a castle line. Okay, that's the one that goes up, over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, over, down, over. Good job, everyone. Put that oil pastel away. Get out another. And let's do some more sprinkles. And then let's add a heart somewhere. Just one heart. And color it in all pretty. Good job. Alright, put that one away. Get out another one. If you want more sprinkles, you can add it. You don't have to. And then let's do another wavy line. We'll come down here and add just a little wavy line. Put that one away. Get out another. Add your sprinkles if you want. Let's add a zigzag line. Up, down, up, down. Put that away. Get out another. Add your sprinkles. And then let's add another spiral. All right, put that one away. You can take your paper now and put it in your table folder. So find your folder at your table, open it up, stick it inside, and then pass it to your neighbor so they can put their art in the folder as well. Next week, we will paint this using our rainbow colors. Today we're going to paint our rainbow order ice cream. We're going to use our rainbow order, which we know is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. We're going to do this together. So we're going to start off at the very top. What is our very first color in rainbow order? It's red. So we're going to go ahead and take our brush, make sure it's nice and clean, and we're going to dip it in our red. And we're going to paint that very first ice cream scoop using our red. And it is okay for you to paint right over your sprinkles because that oil pastel is magic and it will just magically show back up after you paint over it. So go ahead, just paint right over your sprinkles. Don't worry about going around it. Paint the whole thing. Stay in your lines. And while you're painting that, you might as well paint your cherry red because cherries are red too. So go ahead and paint that cherry. All right, good job. Now, we're going to switch colors. So what do we need to do with our brush to switch colors? Yeah, we've got to wash it. So let's put it all the way to the bottom of our cup. Stir it like hot soup. and let's rub that droopy off on the edge. What is our next color in rainbow order? Orange, yeah. So let's go ahead and dip in our orange, and let's paint our second scoop orange. Take your time, stay in the lines. All right, what do we need to do to our brush? Let's rinse it. Stir like hot soup. Rub our drippy off on the edge. What's our next color? It is yellow, so make sure your brush is nice and clean. If you dip your dirty brush in the yellow, it is not going to look very nice. It's going to mess our yellow up, so make sure your brush is clean. And then let's go ahead and paint our next scoop using the yellow. All right, let's wash that brush. Stir like hot soup. Rub our drippy off on the edge. Get all your drippies off. We don't want any drippies. All right, what's our next color in rainbow order? We've done red, orange, yellow. Now we need green. So go ahead and dip it in your green, and let's paint that next scoop green. Take your time. Stay in your line. If you cross your line, it might start blending and making a big mess. So stay in your line. Also, we don't want any puddles on your paper. So if you see a puddle of paint, go ahead and spread that puddle out. No puddles. Okay, let's wash that brush. Rub our drippy off. We know our next color is blue. So let's paint that next section using the blue. If you see a puddle, what do? Spread it out. I got a big puddle, so I'm going to keep going over here and getting some paint and spreading that blue puddle out. When you're finished with your blue, rinse that brush off. What's our last color? Purple. Let's paint that last scoop purple. Try not to move your paper because your paint might start running and mixing, so keep it nice and still. When you're done with your purple, wash that brush. All right, the last thing that we need to paint on our ice cream is our cone. What color is the ice cream cone usually? Kind of a brown or a tan. So find the brown on your table. It's separate in a little cup. Go ahead and find that, and let's go ahead and paint that cone down there with our brown. Okay, when you're done with your brush, rinse that brush out, rub your drippy off on the edge. And now we need to paint our background. And when I say background, I mean everything that's around your ice cream. Now, what I did was I did rainbow order on the background too, but I did it backwards. So I started with red at the bottom, I did orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple, and I kind of let it mix together. I think this looks really pretty, but you don't have to do this. You can paint yours any color you want. If you would like to use a bigger brush, you can grab the bigger brush and just start painting it any way you want. So you can do rainbow, you can do stripes, you can do polka dots, you can do half one color, half the other color. It is up to you how you want to paint yours. I'm just going to start painting. Now, don't worry about painting around those lines that you drew, okay? See my spiral here? You can just paint right over it. And remember I said that oil pastels are magic because they magically will reappear. So, you do not have to paint around them. Just paint right on over those pretty colorful lines that you drew. And paint it however you want. Now, we have to remember though, if we are going to switch colors, what do we have to do to our brush? Yes, we have to wash it every single time you switch colors. Now, if I'm just going to keep using purple, do I have to wash my brush to dip it in the purple again? No, because my brush has got purple on it. That's not going to mess up my purple. So, if you're going to switch colors, you have to wash your brush. So I'm going to switch colors now. I've been using purple. I'm going to switch to using blue. So I'm going to wash my brush really good. Stir it like hot soup. Rub your drippy off on the edge. And now I can safely dip in my blue without messing up my blue paint. And I'm going to paint the bottom part of this blue. All right, when you're done, what do we do with our wet art? Do we put it in our folder? No, we have to make sure that we take it to the drying rack. Who remembers how we carry this to the drying rack? Like a lunch tray, right? We're going to hold our paper, we're going to use our thumbs, and we're going to carry this nice and neat and slowly to the drying rack so it will dry. Make sure your thumbs are pinching it. Also, don't forget to rinse your brush off nice and neat, and then rub your droopy off on the edge and set it down in your tray. Don't leave your brush in your water. It will ruin your brush.